fuck?
push you out.
Oh no, that's a travel, honey. Oh.
That was good energy though.
Find the basket.
That was
Find
like
the
real,
basket.
like intentional. Like,
That's all you gotta do is find the basket before you release it.
Welcome back to Quality Time with Jasmine Solano. I'm here with two of my friends who I adore so much. And we're out here in the rain because champions aren't afraid of the rain. Are they?
we are not.
We're not.
We're going to talk women's basketball today. I have the founder of Hoop York City, Alex Taylor, here. Woo, woo. And I have all-around Renaissance woman, producer, model, community corrector, basketball prodigy.
Regular Morgan Farruya.
Boom, there it is. And today they're going to refine my basketball technique. I don't really have basketball technique, but I'm athletic.
We're gonna get it right today.
And these are the pros that are gonna show me what to do. Why and how did you create Hoop York City?
Why and how? I started it mostly because I feel like as an adult, it's very hard to make friends. And what better way than through sport? I feel like there's a shared passion. Usually the women that come to play with Hoop York City have some sort of a history with basketball. They have a certain skill level. But it's just like, it's healed my soul over the years to be able to connect with so many like-minded individuals in a city that's so vast. To have community is really it's survival, honestly. And I guess that answers the why, but the how, I mean, I'm relentless. When I have an idea, I can't put it down until it's realized. So I started it and then the rest was history.
I mean, I feel like she's even being humble about that. You're gonna assess my game and give me some pointers, okay?
Okay.
I'm usually teaching her tennis, and she's an MVP.
The tables have turned.
The tables
have turned.
We're gonna flip a script today and see just how athletic I say I am. Let's do it. Let's get to hooping.
Let's do it.
Is that what the kids say?
Let's get the hooping.
Let's get to hoop. Let's throw the ball around.
Let's throw the little ball around, right? Let's see what happens.
Let's see your natural form. So if you're taking a foul shot, you don't leave the ground. No, don't leave the ground at the line. I learned that when I was 8 years old. I was doing jump shots at the line and someone came up to my dad and was like, you really should.
So Morgan, how did you get into the fold? How did you meet Alex?
I think it was through Hoop York City for sure, but there was just a pocket of girls that we were all playing basketball with different programs. And they kind of weeded themselves out. You know, you want to be around some like support, genuine support, some authenticity. And Alex's group with Hoop York just kind of prevailed past all the other ones that we were a part of. And so I didn't really need to look for another club. I was happy with this one.
And now she's your go-to model.
She's on the roster for sure.
Okay, maybe one day I'll be on the roster. What's the person that sits the bench?
You could be 6-man. Yeah, all legs. But you feel it, right? It was like more controlled. Just imagine the energy transferring from your toes, up your legs, up your body, and through your fingertips.
You can still like mentally
to get
jump.
Spiritual.
Still mentally
pretty
jump.
much.
Just don't leave the ground.
Yeah, just a little like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That was close to.
Yeah, there we go.
There.
All right, level one.
How many years have you been doing Hoop York City? And what has it been like to watch the rise of popularity finally kick in for women's basketball?
This is my 7th year. Watching the rise of popularity has been kind of a mindfuck, honestly. Because I've been in the game for a while now, you know, close to a decade, I'd say, even before I started Hoop York City. And the landscape is just so different, you know? There's so much more visibility. I mean, we're not where we need to be by any means, but I feel like it gets easier every year to explain what I do. And people become more receptive and just have an innate understanding because they have a reference. They're seeing it more on TV, they're seeing it on the news, and all of that helps. All of that helps when I'm doing.
Talk about how you got into the fold with Adidas and how you make these bomb collections. Can we just do a little, show the back? Okay, that's right.
There's always going to be a little dot or something that indicates the middle of it, so you line up that shot.
Yeah, you need a little ritual. Soft toes. Just soft toes.
Alex, you want to give me some coaching too?
Girl, I haven't taken shots in months. Nice. Do you know how to do a layup?
I want to see you do this one.
Okay. What's my ritual?
Okay.
It's like a little spin.
There it is.
Talk about the collab with Adidas and how dope it is.
Yeah, let me talk about how dope it is. Honestly, I started with them in 2020, the literal month that the pandemic hit the US, or hit New York rather. We had an event with them to launch on the 8th, and the 12th, New York shut down. It was an interesting start because everything I did, all of my designing in my first 2 collections happened over Zoom, or happened over Teams. It was such an interesting process because I had nothing to really compare it to. It was the first time I had ever collaborated with a big brand like that, and getting to know their processes for production was such a learning curve, and then to kind of layer on top of that having to understand it digitally and not being able to feel and really see the color of a material properly. And they would put it in the mail and I'd have to wait 5, 6, 7 days for it. If you want, honestly, you could do like, start here,
Right
a little
here?
closer. Yeah, a little closer. Just so
Just
you
the
understand the feeling. Okay, you gotta make it though.
I want you to, because you gave it a good like. I know it's a little hard, but this is all your strength.
Yeah, just let that go. Disengage.
Yeah, disengage.
Disengage. It just goes like this.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right, take one step back.
Okay.
Do it again.
Okay.
Somebody taught me if you ever like want to end your 2 fingers in the goal, it helps you like follow through on your direction.
Cookie jar.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. One step back. There you go. Yeah, there you go. We'll take it. So yeah, it was an interesting start, but to actually see now on my, I don't even know what collection this is. I've done 2 every year since 22. I honestly, like, I can't believe it. Like, the closer that I get to my current collections, this is my spring-summer 25, spring-summer 25 shorts. And the more I sort of reflect on it, the more I just like, I'm so in awe of the opportunity still to be able to just like use their resources to really create a vision and execute a vision on that level, and to learn about tech packs and to dive deeper into just the real process of creating from start to finish, and then having to market my product and all of it. It's all stuff that I do in-house with friends, just collaborating. When we do campaigns, it's super fun. I get my friends to model. Yep. And yeah, it's just like, it's a crazy opportunity and I'm super grateful for it. You wanna do layup?
Tell me how layup works.
Start in your left hand. Start with the ball in your left hand. I want you to cross it this way. Okay. All right, so you're here. I want you to go towards the basket. Left, right, left, and you end on left.
Aim for that corner.
That's
too.
what it should look like.
The box.
Corner
that
box, corner top box.
A little lower.
Where you're like this way towards the basket, left, up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try that in one motion now.
One.
Yeah. So you're going right, left, up.
That looks nice.
Yeah. That was the best one.
Not
to me.
bad. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Talk about what your life was real quick before Hoop York City. Were you just a girl that grew up playing basketball and loved fashion and started to design? How did all this happen?
You got that absolutely right. I had my first brand when I was 14 and had my first fashion show when I was 15. Like, I have loved, my first brand was called Zella Fern. And it was Alex spelled backwards, and then Fern is my late grandmother's name on my mom's side. So, guys, stop with the awe. I'm crying. So I had my first fashion show for Zelafern when I was about 15, and I had all my best friends in it. Yeah. Yeah, it was mostly screen printing and repurposing. I had a small business where I would go to Goodwill and get a bunch of flannels, wash them, cut them up, and then repair people's torn jeans. I would repair people's torn jeans by patching them with the flannels and different materials that I'd find. And I did that all through high school, you know?
Charge people?
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah, I think I charged like $50 or something. That was when people were paying like $120 for Abercrombie jeans. Like that was a time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been doing this. I've always had a passion for it, and basketball is just I've played basketball since I was like 9 years old also. Put it down for a minute, but then when I started Hoop York City, it just it totally reignited my love and passion for the sport, and I'm getting to see it honestly from a different lens. Obviously, having like an army of women and community attached to it, it's just like a totally different experience. But mostly reminiscent of high school. If you played sports in high school, riding the bus with your girls, hanging out after school, walking to get snacks, getting yelled at by your coach. It was such a shared experience that, you know, with Hoop York City, I feel like you can speak to this, but I feel like we've recreated it almost as adults. Key to defense, watch her core. Wherever she's going, her core is going. True. Because you can fake with your head, you can fake with your arms, you can fake with your legs, but your core is always gonna go with you. You're never losing that. So watch her torso. Stay low. Yep.
Oh!
Wait, is that illegal?
Yeah, that's pretty good defense. That was pretty good defense.
You just gotta scare him a little bit.
That's a clean block, honestly.
Yo.
That was
She
good
was
defense.
on you. She was on you.
She actually had a pretty clean block. Wait, I have a question for you, Alex. Is there anything from Zelafern that you've kind of carried into, you know, these other seasons of collections? It's, you know, 15 years in the game, it sounds like. Is there anything that's been really persistent in your style choices or the kind of pieces that you've been making?
Great question.
Honestly, yes. I mean, I've been I'm a hoodie, tee, shorts connoisseur. Been in that game. And it's my favorite stuff. It's sportswear, you know, that's my bread and butter. But honestly, it's always been really colorful and graphic heavy. I really just love graphics. I love design from start to finish. And I think it's a dream come true to actually be able to do cut and sew now, because as a kid, it was a lot of repurposing. You know, you don't have money, you go to Goodwill and you're like, this t-shirt, I'm gonna cut it up and figure it out, you know? You do what you can, exactly.
Your turn? Now I'm gonna get some defense on you now.
I'm gonna travel. There's no way. There's no, see, I probably would have dropped it right there. Okay.
The block is still out there. Oh no, that's a travel, honey. Oh.
That was good energy, though.
Find the basket.
That was
Find the
real,
basket.
intentional.
That's all you gotta do is find the basket before you release it.
Speak on what she was even asking you, in terms of where you've taken, you know, Hoop York City. I feel like you've been an ambassador, you've been a cheerleader, you've been a veteran. What has been your experience through it all, and how do you feel now about the basketball community in New York City?
Oh man, okay, I don't know. I guess if it's a personal question, I like to wear brands. I feel like everything should feel like a jersey. If I'm gonna hold it down and want to wear something, I want it to feel like an honor. And so to see the collections kind of elaborate and be tailored, they just get better and better, including the season that just dropped. But it just makes me feel more comfortable the deeper I get in this community to represent it and then be more tailored in representation. So yeah, it's great that it matches my personal aesthetic as is, but it's also convenient that it's basketball, sportswear, it's women's wear. It's utilitarian in a lot of different ways. Seeing the community grow, seeing the growth in women's basketball and how that's kind of carried the last couple of years, it's a different kind of inclusion for me because it felt so separate and it felt so specific to a certain group of women or even just my own pastimes, that now to see it be picked up and appreciated on a larger scale just feels like I don't have to only celebrate these kind of moments or sportsmanship with just a certain group of people. I could do it kind of universally, a little bit more easier at least. And those kind of connections carry. We were in Japan.
Yeah.
Actually, we were in Japan, and I met some people connected through Hoop York City because of you, Jasmine.
Yeah, really?
But it's like, it's just like, it kind of speaks to both things about having this kind of like sense of ownership and people recognizing that from here and there. The movement in itself, I don't know, it's very structured.
We're big in Japan.
Yeah. Okay. So now we gotta do some running
Harder than you
drills.
thought, isn't it?
You know what a suicide is?
Oh no.
Walker.
I feel ready to.
Get in a game.
Yeah, I feel ready to get in the game.
We'll pick up.
Yeah,
We'll
I'll just
find a game at the
show
park.
up like at the LES and just,
Rutgers Park and just, Yeah, but that energy that you had, I feel confident about you showing up for sure. Yeah, that pull up was crazy.
That was crazy. It was definitely crazy.
But that's what it is. It starts with the mind, and then eventually they'll just start getting closer and closer.
Exactly.
All that confidence.
It really is, and just being crazy. I'm just crazy.
Honestly, yeah.
On defense, for sure. If you're in somebody's face and just like,
Yeah.
being nuts,
It
and
works.
they're just
Yeah.
gonna be like,
Walk
you're
right
gonna
shot.
throw them off.
Let's talk about the time that you flew me to Vegas to DJ the WNBA All-Star event for Hoop York City and Adidas. Talk about that.
That was a crazy one because, it was a party in honor of Hoop York City. And like I said, you give me an inch, I take a mile. I'm going to take the opportunity and seize it. I flew like 6 of my friends out there. I got you the gig. Like we were in there. We were having a good time. And then, that was just an incredible opportunity. I've never really celebrated on that level or even really paused to think about the popularity or even just the impact that Hoop York City has on so many people and so many women in particular. So that was a really fun moment to have all my people there just celebrating and hanging out.
So we should run that back. Vegas trip, 2025 or 6?
6, I'm down.
2026.
Little Don,
Little Jasmine, Little John.
collab going, okay.
And then Morgan could be up there with the sparklers and the smoke gun and everything that they have. You can.
The one twerking on stage.
I mean, you look like Coach today. I would call you Coach AT. What do people call you?
People call me Coach.
It's just Coach? Okay, well, I might call you Coach AT. We'll see how it feels. Well, my friends, I have an insane more amount of respect for you than I did this morning because this is not easy. And y'all been doing it since you were baby girls. And you probably were showing up on the courts with all these weird dudes that were like, who are you? And you're like, I'm about to school you. I'm going to school you right now. You've been schooling these fools for decades.
We had to prove ourselves what we did. You did too.
Yeah.
Now you're part of the team. It's a
Let's
forever
go.
thing.
Let's go.
Hoop York City.
I'm gonna work on the finesse, the fingertips, the
Yeah.
control, the confidence.
We're gonna get you on the court. You're coming to a session. For
Don't
sure.
travel. Just don't travel. That's all we ask.
I could travel on my airplanes. I just can't travel on the court.
Exactly.
on the court.
Save it for the flights.
Save it for the flights only. Catching flights, not feelings.
There you go.
I love y'all, Hoop York City, Morgan
We love you,
Farruya.
Jazz.
Love saying your name.
We love saying your name. And so check it out if you want to go play basketball with some dope people, women who run tings in New York City. These two right here. And we out. QTXO, Hoop York City, quality time with Jasmine Solano. We done.